Welcome to the Effortless English Show with the world's #1 English teacher, AJ Hoge, where AJ's more than 40 million students worldwide finally learn English once and for all, without the boring textbooks, classrooms, and grammar drills. Here's AJ with a quick piece to help you learn to speak fluent English effortlessly.
I'm AJ Hoge, author of Effortless English. Learn to speak English like a native. Everything you want, get everything you want. One secret, one mindset, one belief. We're going to learn about that today. EffortlessEnglishClub.com. Join my Power English program and my VIP program there, EffortlessEnglishClub.com. All my courses at EffortlessEnglishClub.com, and our social site. You can connect with me. I just did a Zoom call with members just last weekend. Very nice. I got to chat with several members live. We did a video call. They got to talk to me, ask me some questions, share their stories. It was great. And I'm doing these quite often now because now we have our own community site. Not Facebook. No, it's ours. Just Effortless English members are there. When you join Power English and VIP, you become a member, and then you also can join our live calls. You can talk to me directly. You can meet other members and make conversation groups and practice your English with video calls. It's a great new thing we've got that's working really, really well. So happy about it. Talking to you from our backyard here in Indiana. All right, everything you want, everything you want. Today's topic is based on a quote from a guy named Zig Ziglar. I did a VIP lesson about this. And Zig Ziglar was a sales trainer. He was a salesman. That was his job. Excuse me. So he sold. I can't remember what he sold. Cars maybe, and lots of things. I think he had a lot of different sales jobs. And then he became a trainer. He would teach salesmen, teach people how to sell. A lot of times when we think of this topic or this job or this profession, there's a lot of negative feelings about this word sales, selling, right? For good reason, there are negative feelings because a lot of people who sell as a job, they're not so honest, right? Famous, I think, in America, probably in a lot of countries, people who sell cars have this reputation where they kind of cheat you, right? And you got to be very careful. Well, Zig Ziglar had a very different idea about this. He taught that people who are selling, and indeed anybody in their job or their career or their life, should be honest and truthful and good. And here's the quote from him. He says, to get anything you want in life, you can get anything you want in life if you just help enough other people get what they want. Let me make that a little easier to understand. So what he's saying is the way you get everything you want in life is by helping other people get what they want. In other words, contribution. You will get great success in your life. You'll get, money, success, career success, life success, social success, if you focus on contribution. In other words, you focus on helping others. And the more people you help, and the better you help them, the more you're going to get yourself. It's going to come back to you. And this is, a bit like the law of karma in Sanatana Dharma. It's not exactly, but it's kind of a similar idea. Do good, get good. But so his idea was that instead of trying to sell and cheat people, help them get what they want, right? So if they have a problem, help them solve their problems. Then they'll give you money. And they'll buy your products, and they'll say great things about you, and they'll want to help you too. And if you help lots of people, lots and lots and lots of people, or if you just make a big effort to help them as much as you can, it's going to come back to you. And a big mistake we make, an understandable mistake maybe, but a big mistake we make is focusing on ourselves, like saying, I want to get, me. And we just try to focus on ourselves, and we focus on our own goals, and we're trying to work super hard to, get what we want. And when we do that, it's a selfish mindset. We're not focusing on other people. We're not caring about them. But when you focus on yourself and getting, it makes other people a little more nervous about you, right? It makes other people want to have the same idea. They focus on themselves. And he's talked about how, with salesmen, they do this. They're just focusing on themselves. They just want to make money. They want to sell and make money by selling. They're just thinking about, I want to make money. So they pressure. Some of them lie. And yeah, they do get some money, but they also make a lot of people nervous. People say bad things about them. Long term, they might have some success, but they will have much greater success long term when they focus on helping other people, helping them get what they want. And then people trust them more, the salesman, buy from them more, tell all their friends about them. This guy's great. He's so honest, so helpful, so great. And then year by year, these people get more and more success, more and more of what they want. This is a really great way to think. It's very effective. It's not just, a nice, not just a nice thought. It is a nice thought, but it's not just a spiritual law. It is a spiritual law, but it's also just very practical. It actually works. It works, right? I mean, the success of Effortless English and whatever success I've had has just been from helping students speak English fluently. That's all I focus on. I just focus on helping you speak English fluently and confidently, like really succeed. As an English teacher long ago in the past, teaching at schools, I saw the students were not improving. I saw people were so frustrated. So what? I just want to help students get what they want. They want to speak English confidently. You want to speak English confidently. They want to speak English fluently, like a native. So my focus, instead of focusing on me, I don't care. It doesn't matter about me. Just focus on you. Help you get what you want. Help students speak fluently. I'm outside, so bugs are attacking me a little. And the more I focused on that, the more success I've had. It comes back. People buy my courses and they join my VIP program. And because of all that, I get what I want, which is a nice life and financial freedom and all that kind of stuff. It's the same for you. It can be so hard especially when we're starting, or when we're feeling times are tough, or when we really want something. It's so easy just only to focus on ourselves, or just focus on our goal, what we want. It's so easy to do. I just want this. I want it. And we forget about everybody else. But change that. Change it, and change it to the mindset of contribution. Contribution means to give to others, to help others. Of course, if you have a business, the more you help your customers get what they want, right? Solve a problem, feel better, look better, enjoy life more, whatever it is your customers want, the more you help them do that, the more success you will have. And then you'll get what you want. And it's the same even in social relationships, with friendships, with family members. The more you focus on helping them, instead of complaining they're not giving you what you want, the more you help them get what they want, to be happier, to live a better life, you encourage them, you support them, you're positive with them, the more they're going to care about you. And you'll have a better relationship with them. And you'll get what you want, which is, better friendships, stronger family, all of these things. So focus on contribution. In Effortless English, we have, the 7 values of Effortless English, and contribution is one of them. That we focus on contribution. You see this in our new social community site, where people are focused on saying positive things, posting positive things, encouraging each other, helping each other, organizing conversation groups so that others can practice their English. And of course, the organizer also gets to practice. They get what they want too, by helping others. So do this, whatever you're doing, try to change your mindset. And instead of thinking, how can I get what I want? How can I get this? I want more money, I want more success, I want whatever it is. Try to think instead, how can I help more people? And how can I help them in a better way? And think about that and ask that question every day, not just one time. Ask that question again and again and again, every day, every day, every day. Write down your thoughts, whatever pops into your head, write it down. Keep a journal or a notebook. And every day you ask yourself this same question. How can I help more people get what they want? How can I help more people in a better way? You could ask those 2 questions and then just write down your answers, write down your thoughts. And day by day, week by week, month by month, you'll get more and more ideas. This is a creative process. More ideas will come into your brain, and then you take action and you start doing some of those things. Okay, this is not a quick fix. It doesn't mean instant. It doesn't mean you do this, tomorrow and instantly you get everything you want. No, this is a long-term process. Think more in terms of months and years. Okay, it's more, but when you do this, it's a smarter thing to do. People who think short term don't get what they want usually. It's people who think long term that get what they want. So when you do this, and you work on this, and you contribute. If you're working a job, same thing. How can I help my coworkers get what they want? How can I help the customers get what they want? How can I help the company, my managers get what they want? And you keep thinking about that, and you keep taking action. You stay focused on that. Long term, you're going to get more money. You'll get a raise. You'll get a better job. You get promotions. You do. And after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you will see a huge change in your life. You will get what you want. It will come back to you. It's very similar to this idea of the law of karma, but it's a little more instant karma, as John Lennon said. So this is what I recommend to you. Focus on contribution. So people want quick answers. They want like a secret, and how can I get what I want tomorrow? I want to be a multi-millionaire. How can I do it tomorrow? Well, you're not going to do it tomorrow. You've got to have a change in your philosophy, a change in your mindset. And then you have to take action every day. And this is the way to do it. And here's the good news. Most people don't do this. Most people don't do it. That means when you do it, when you focus on contribution, helping others constantly in a big way and helping as many people as possible, when you do that, you will be very different than most people in a good way. And your success grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. You get everything you want. You get the life you want. You do it by contributing, by helping others get what they want. All right, we can go to comments and questions now. 1 second. Okay. Kind of take a look. People saying hello as usual. Adi the Thai, good to see you. Familiar names. My teacher, don't upload this video on podcast because I love to listen to them while I walk and do. Oh, don't forget to. I see what you're saying. So you know your PC. Oh yeah, I'll add this to the audio podcast also. Yeah, sometimes I forget to do it. Thanks for the reminder. Ismail says, it felt strange to hear the voice I listen to from my recordings every day. Greetings from Turkey. Yes, hello to you. Aditya, don't forget to upload. I'll do it. Okay, just going to go back up to the top. Just see lots of people saying hello. People saying from Turkey. People, as usual, people saying hello from lots of different countries. Hello to you. Hey, Pedro, good to see you. Pedro de Oliveira Reis. Welcome back, says Comedy Singari. Thank you. Yeah, I'm struggling, as you see. I've been doing a lot of audio podcasts. By the way, guys, if you're watching me on video now, live or the recording, that's great. I know a lot of people follow me and subscribe to me on YouTube. It's something like over 2 million, I think, subscribers now. That's wonderful. But you see that I am doing less videos recently. It's just because I'm so busy with my kids. It takes a little more time to do videos, but I'm still doing quite a lot of audios, just audio only, listening only. That's on my audio podcast, so it's not on YouTube. So definitely get a podcasting app. There are many free ones. iTunes, for example, for Apple users, but there are lots of others. And, find the Effortless English Podcast with AJ Hoge. You do a search, you'll find it, and subscribe to my podcast because you'll get a lot more from me, a lot more free audios from that podcast, from the audio podcast. I do more audios than I do videos. I'm trying to get more consistent with videos. Maybe I'll try to do a schedule with videos, like every Friday. Today's Friday for me. So I'll do my best. See if I can at least do like a once a week video. But I'm trying to do, 2 or 3 audios every week. It's not every single week, but I do much more. So get my podcast, definitely. Here's someone, Right to Truth, has the quote from Zig Ziglar. If you want to get something in your life, you have to get other people what they want. Another way. I've seen it written different ways. Muhammad says, I don't have any special skill to make people ask me for a favor. That's not the way to think. You don't just sit and wait for people to ask you for something. They might not do it. You don't need a special skill. You need kindness. You need a desire to help. Okay? You can just encourage people. You can say kind things to them. You can notice when they do something well and congratulate them. There are so many things you can do. And indeed, many of these type of things are exactly what you can use if you are a salesman, if you are selling. So it doesn't require any super technical skills, but don't be passive. See, this is a passive attitude. Wait for someone to ask you for a favor. That's maybe never going to happen. You've got to actively help people, okay? That's why I said you got to think about it every day and be creative. You got to think about it and write about it every day. You will get more ideas, and then you take action. You get out there and actively try to help people get what they want. I mean, if you have any kind of job, you can help people. Even if you work in McDonald's and you just do the money at McDonald's, the cash register. Well, how could you help people get what they want? Well, you could be way more cheerful and friendly and smile and chat with them a little bit. You could be very efficient. You could work to do a much better job. I'll tell you, it makes a difference because I notice now in so many places the service is terrible, and you go to a restaurant or something even like a convenience store, and the workers just, they never smile. Sometimes they ignore you, you know. And instead, you look them in the eye and you smile and you say, "Hey, how you doing today? How can I help you?" That little bit, the smile, the eye contact, actually saying, "How are you?" you know, or something like that. Man, that's huge. It will make a difference long term. Giving that little bit of extra happiness to people, even in a simple job like working at a convenience store. And then you start doing even more. Let's say someone has a nice shirt. You like their shirt. "Hey, I like that shirt. It's really nice." I'll give you a personal example of this. Was a guy at the local post office here. He's so friendly. So I've gone in there a few times with my daughter, and he's just like, he smiles and he's like, "Oh, hey," and he's like, says, your daughter's so cute." And my daughter had made like a little costume herself. He said, "Oh, that's so creative." That little bit of extra human uh, uh, you know positivity and those nice little comments. Man, I have such a positive view of that guy now, right? My guess is he will get promotions. People are going to mention to his managers. His managers will notice these small things he's doing. He's going to get more money. He's going to have more job security, right? If he ever wants to leave the post office, he's going to do great at other jobs too because of this. Singh says, it's been over half a year without seeing you online streaming. Well, I've done live videos more than that, but you must have missed them. It's okay. I'm not doing tons of them. Which is better, British or American English? Obviously, American English is much better. Muhammad Junaid says, "I have enhanced my English 95% just because of you." Hey Jay, if I have a terrible relapse in my English fluency, what should I do to get better again? Listen, listen, listen. Tons of listening, 2 or more hours every day. Get on our community site, connect with somebody, join one of the conversation groups, practice your English with them, chatting with them once a week, twice a week. That also helps. Right to Truth says, "What type of hat are you wearing?" It reminds us of Oppenheimer, the movie. It looks good. It's a Panama hat. It's a good summer hat. So it's made of, what is it? Toquilla palm, 100%. It's from Ecuador. So I was just looking for like a nice summer hat that's kind of, it gives me, shades my eyes, but doesn't heat up my head. So this is good. They're called Panama hats, I guess, because they originally from Panama, but Panama is obviously a tropical country. So a lot of tropical, really hot countries, this is a great hat that looks nicer than a baseball hat. So that's all it is. It's my summer hat. SJ Masood asks, "What's the biggest mistake English learners make when trying to speak fluently? Focusing on grammar too much. Focusing on grammar rules. And thinking about grammar rules all the time and constantly studying grammar rules, grammar rules, grammar rules." I mean, this is number one. It's the killer. Because then people are basically analyzing, thinking about the grammar, the structure of English, instead of just communicating. So that's the problem. You do need grammar, obviously, but you want to learn it as naturally and intuitively as you can, especially the really common grammar, the high frequency grammar that's used a lot in conversation. If occasionally you're writing and you're trying to write something a little complicated, it's fine to look at a grammar book, okay, but you don't want to think about that when you're speaking. It's number one. It's the killer. Okay, let's catch up on the comments here. A few more. Aziz says, which platform do we use? Is it Gab or something else? No more Gab. I am done with social media, guys. I mean, I'll post announcements about my podcast, but we're not using it for our community because none of them worked. Facebook's a disaster. They ban people, they block, there's censorship, they put a bunch of advertising. We tried Gab, and then Gab had pornography problems, and then it's just tons of politics and spam. Like, none of them are good. I don't like any of them. I'm sick of all the social media companies. So we have our own site. When you join any of my courses, you become a member. Power English, Original, Business English course, Pronunciation course, VIP program, any of mine, you go there. It's the same site where you download your lessons. At the top, there's a little link. It says community. You click there. That's where we are now. It's just us. No porn, no marketing, no spam, no politics, none of that. It's great. It's fantastic. That's where we are, and that's where we are staying. No more social media. Amina says, what is the temperature in your state? In the Emirates, it's 50 degrees. Wow, 50. That sounds horrible. I'm sure you have aircon, but still, yeah, I was talking, when had our member call last weekend, one of the members lives in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, and he said it was 45, 46 degrees. Ugh. Brutal. Actually, today is a little bit of a cool day. It's been more like it's been like 33, 34, something like that, 35 here. Today, a little cooler. I think it's 28, 29 today. It's cloudy today, so it's a nice summer day today. Not too hot. We're going to go to what's called the county fair. This is very kind of like American countryside thing where the farmers all come together and they show all their animals, and then other people come to look at them, and I'm taking my children there to see all like the cows and the pigs and the rabbits, and they have lots of sheep, lots of different animals, goats. They love it. Hater says, I entered the website. I don't know where to start. Well, once you go to our community website, you just have to you have to make your own profile, which should be simple. It's very easy to do. Just put your make a name, and then post something. Just write something. Say hi. Introduce yourself to everybody. Your name, where you're from, which course are you doing. Anna Grigoreva, great to see you as always, says it's extremely difficult to find your dream job where you can be fulfilled and can feel useful. True. It's a tough thing. I struggled with this for so many years. You don't necessarily need a dream job. You just need a job you can enjoy and where you can contribute. Okay, don't expect your job to give you all your purpose in life, all your meaning in life. It won't. It won't. That's very rare. I don't even think it's healthy, because then people become workaholics. Most of your meaning and purpose in life will be from your family, spouse, children, and maybe your community, your spiritual or religious life. That's where you'll find most of your fulfillment, right? So I'd say mainly you just want a job that doesn't make you unhappy. Where you can at least feel like you're doing something positive. You enjoy your time there. You feel useful. You are contributing something. That's good enough. It's good enough for most jobs. It's hard to get more than that. Hey, no worry, Adi. It's okay. No problem. Mike says, great to see you. Your outfit fits with the beautiful background. Have a great day. Greetings from Bogota, Colombia. Thanks, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice summer day today. Not too hot. Anna asks, how are your children? Is your son recovering from his operation? My son, we had his 6-month checkup after his surgery, and everything was fantastic. Everything was 100% successful. He's doing very, very, very well. My daughter also doing very, very well. So they're great, and we are relaxed again. No more medical issues. In fact, he doesn't even have another checkup for a whole year. So he's clear. Everything's great. He's fully recovered. It's wonderful. Niraj Kumar, good to see you again. Oliver says, hello from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Hey to you too. Hey to Brazil. Got to get to Brazil someday. Uzmanov, Dilmurad, great to see you. Seeing your name there. I'll get your comment in a second. Okay, Nayan Raha says, how do you learn the American accent? Well, I have a pronunciation course. I'll go ahead and sell my pronunciation course because I'm American. So my pronunciation course teaches an American accent. Other ways, for free, you can work on an American accent is to do shadowing of American movies, American audios. So those 2 easy ways to get more of an American accent. Zahed says, are idioms essential for improving your English? You know, understanding idioms is important. Common idioms, the most popular common idioms. You do need to understand them because they are used so often. So if you hear an idiom, you definitely need to know what it means. You don't need to use them though. So it's easy because it can be passive. You don't worry about memorizing idioms and forcing yourself to use them. It's not necessary at all. But yes, you do need to understand what they mean. So if other people use them, you're not confused. Uzmanov, great. And here's your comment. I was listening to your old podcast. You said that you were doing a 40-day podcast challenge. I wonder if you finished successfully. I can't remember when I said that. I did do it at one time. I did like it was several years ago. It was before my kids were born. Wow. So I did a point where I was doing a show every single day. I think I did that for months. Now, I had no children at that time, so I had a lot more time. Very difficult for me to do that now. As my children get older, I get a little more time, I'll be able to gradually do more and more and more again. Hi from the south of Algeria. Here it's 45 Celsius. So some really, really hot places. Of course, that strip, North Africa, Saudi Arabia, extremely hot this time of year. Oh, nice. Adi says, 2 months ago, I watched a live show on Hello Talk. I saw one of our members, a 15-year-old girl from Iran. She speaks English very well. She said to the host that she learned from you, from me. Effortless English. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Great. Mohammed Abdikarim says, greetings from Somalia. Happy to see you live today. I don't know how I appreciate you helping me improve my English speaking. To get everything good for us, we have to be good to others. Yes. And Abdo says, I want to say thank you a lot because of your lessons. I got a big improvement, even though I'm still just beginning. It says, I was in Upper Chicago one day. I picked up a customer. He was completely similar to you. I asked it, do you know AJ? I showed him your videos. I was thinking he's your brother. I don't have a brother, so was not my brother. Funny though. Hello to Rokan from Bangladesh. Leonardo Donato says, hi, I am from Brazil. I have listened to your podcast since 2020. It helped me a lot to increase my English. Many thanks. I wish you all good. Thank you, Leonardo. It's very nice. Thank you. Aziz says, AJ, the best way to succeed in life in any job is to be honest. Not only contribute and be nice, like in the military. Oh, because sometimes contribution and helpfulness doesn't work in tough jobs like the military and politics. But it does. It does. It doesn't mean you're... Look, this is a good point. People seem to think that contribution means you've got to be, weak or something. That's not the point. Sales is not for the weak. Okay, I'll tell you that. So this is not true. In the military, it's the same thing. You've got to contribute to your unit. I mean, who's the best officer? The one who's super selfish and doesn't care about his men? I guess some of those guys do get promotions. But, the guys who really are great officers, not just getting promotions that are great, they help their men who are under them, that they're commanding. And they make sure that their men and their team succeed. They contribute to their team, to their men. And ideally, they also contribute to their units and their commanders above them. It doesn't mean they're weak. It doesn't mean they let everybody, do bad things to them. Of course not. You don't have to be weak. I don't know where this idea comes from. But contributing is not weakness. It's the opposite. So you can still do it. Politics, I don't know, because politics is, in my opinion, a quite evil profession. So what works in politics, I'll tell you, I'm talking about the rest of the world. Jamshir Mohammed says, I am Jamshi from Kerala, India. There are many English courses and video classes. I don't know where to start. Start with Power English, my Power English course. If you're watching on video, look, effortlessenglishclub.com. It's on the screen. Go to that website, get the course that's sold on that page, my home page. That's called Power English Course. Start there. Simple. Tushar Halder, are you excited for the new Lord of the Rings movie, Hunt for Gollum? No. I don't like any of the stuff they've done that goes away from the books. I don't like it. I don't watch it. I didn't like the Hobbit movies either. I thought they were horrible. So, the original 3 Lord of the Rings movies were done pretty well. They got a little Hollywood towards the end, but not terrible, so they're still decent. Good, but the Hobbit movies I thought were horrible. Nothing like the books. Nothing like the book. There's one book. So nah, I'm not interested in anything. This Gollum thing is just it's not Tolkien. It's Hollywood or Amazon, whoever's doing it. So nope. Is that a sakura tree behind you? Ask Anis. It is a pear tree, I believe. It's called a Bradford pear tree, but not a fruit tree. It doesn't actually have pear fruit. Uzmanov says, have you ever lived without devices and social media? How long did it last? Well, 57, so yeah, I was around before the internet, guys. So I lived a long, long time without it. I lived a long time, my entire youth, without internet, without social media, none of that. It was great. Reading paperback books, or just to focus on praying and meditating. Yeah, like I'm pretty much done with social media now, guys. Facebook, it's all been captured by these giant evil companies. They're not. They are showing you what they want you to show you. They promote only the type of people they want to promote, and they hide other people or ban them completely. So, they buy up all the smaller ones, like Facebook owns so many. It's just Facebook, Google, Apple, like own almost all of them, right? X. So I'm done with it. It's just garbage. I don't really learn anything from them. Like in the old days on the internet, you could kind of learn some interesting things. You still can if you focus on specific things. But just scrolling on social media, Instagram, Facebook, X, it's garbage. It's just propaganda and garbage and distraction. I don't do it really anymore. I'm just done with it. That's why I'm happy about our social site. I was just sick of it. Gab, it doesn't matter. Done. Contributes nothing. It's negative, in fact. And a Grigoreva, can we get all that we want? Obviously, it's a good question. Obviously, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, and it's when Zig Ziglar's comment specifically was focused on financial goals and money. If we want to look at this question at a deeper level, a more philosophical level or spiritual level, then just having endless desires is not a good thing. And, desires can be endless, and therefore it can become impossible to get everything you want, because some people never stop wanting more. They get $50 million, they want $100 million. They become a billionaire. Oh, that's not enough. Now they want $2 billion. They become powerful. They want more power, right? So for sure, there is a certain sickness in this, and is not at all healthy or good, and it won't give you a happy life to just want more endlessly. There has to be an enough. There has to be a point where you say enough, especially in material things, right? Where you just have to say enough. I have enough money. I have enough power. I have enough whatever, right? So it's a good point. It's also important to look at, what do you really want? See, a lot of people think they want money. But what they really want is freedom. What they really want is a relaxed, stress-free life. And enough to travel and live a very relaxed, free life. Well, you don't need $1 billion to do that. You don't need 20 million to do that. You don't need 10 million to do that, okay? You don't even need a lot of money at all. If you have just enough of a little bit of an income, and you live very, very, very simply, you can get that thing you really want. Not the money, but the free life, the relaxed life, the stress, the life with no money stress. You can get that for sure. So it is a good point, Anna, that we should be careful about our desires and not let them become uncontrolled. I mean, it says some people do a lot of effort, but they don't get anything. That's life. Well, this is the trap, though. So a lot of people, they just focus on themselves, like, I'm going to make money, and they just focus on money. They're not focused on helping anyone. People feel it, and it turns people away. So they actually, even though they're working hard, they don't get what they want. Not even close. So it's a very good point. It's another some spiritual truth of life, that sometimes you give up what you want and focus on others, and then you end up getting more. Waving. My children are waving at me through the window. Hi. I'm almost done. Thank you. I love you. All right, I'm almost done. All right, I'll take, let's see what, yeah, I'm going to do like one more comment. Okay. Anna says, could you advise a couple of books connected with today's issue? Let's end there. Sure. Find a book by Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar. Z-I-G is his first name, and his last name, Ziglar. Z-I-G-L-A-R. Zig Ziglar. He wrote a lot of books. So you're just going to have to do a search and look at the titles and pick one. So Zig Ziglar. Find a book by him. And I also recommend a book called Your Money or Your Life. Your Money or Your Life. This book will help with your question, Anna, about, endlessly wanting more. That book is focused on financial freedom and living more simply and getting a great life that you want without being a workaholic, without endlessly chasing money. So Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin and Joe Dominguez. All right, so you can get everything you want, or you can at least get everything you need. Rolling Stones song. You can get everything you need if you just help enough other people get what they want. Help others. Contribute, and you will get more yourself. Focus on helping instead of getting. Lots of love to you all. I will see you next time. Bye for now. EffortlessEnglishClub.com. Join my Power English course and VIP program at EffortlessEnglishClub.com.